Hello, and welcome to another edition of Conversation Collage. Ken Johannesson here, and we are coming to you from Wenatchee, Washington, the apple capital of the world and the buckle of the power belt of the great Northwest. What do we do here on Conversation Collage? Well, we talk with interesting people. We talk about the things they're interested in, and if you're not too careful, you might just learn something by the time we're all said and done here. A little later on, we're going to talk about a breakthrough in treating kidney disease and something that can reduce the number of hospital visits that kidney patients have to endure. And we'll talk about that a little later. So if you know someone who is dealing with that, you're going to want to listen because it's mighty interesting. We're going to start off, though, talking about something of interest to parents of high school students and high school students themselves. If you're a high school student, say a senior, this is going to be of interest to you because that means that if you're a senior, college is coming up, and applying to college can be mighty confusing, and a lot of students don't get the guidance they need. Students, though, can stay on track with college planning through what is called the College Board Opportunity Scholarships. And what that's all about is that $1 million each year will go to students. Not all to one student, of course, but to a number of students, a lot of students who complete what is known as the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, through the College Board Opportunity Scholarships. And that's the gateway to unlocking student financial aid, and it's one of the 6 steps the FAFSA is in the College Board Opportunity Scholarships that gives students a chance at a scholarship of $1,000. To find out more about what these scholarships are all about, we talked with Lacey Allen, who is an associate director for the College Board Opportunity Scholarships, and we caught up with her in New York City. Hello there, Lacey Allen.
Hi, hello.
It's the College Board Opportunity Scholarships. Tell me about this. What exactly is that?
Yes, so I like to think about the College Board Opportunity Scholarships as a combination between a college planning guide and a scholarships program. What it does is it lays out 6 simple college planning steps that students need to take to go to college, and as they complete each step, they become eligible for scholarships that range from $500 to $2,000. These are steps like working on your college list, to completing the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, that really important financial aid form. Mm-hmm. And truly in this period of uncertainty, many students may wait longer than normal to complete the FAFSA. And so starting this month, we're really out helping encourage students to complete that by offering $1,000 scholarships to students who complete that step.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about who's eligible for this. Who can take part?
Yes, so the program is open to all students who, in the class of 2021, who attend high school in the U.S., Puerto Rico, and other U.S. territories. And truly, all students can earn one of these scholarships because, there's no essays or application, there's no test score or GPA requirements, and there's no family income or citizenship requirement. And so truly, if you know a high school student, right now that's a high school senior, they are eligible.
Okay, so only high school students. So high school seniors, is that right?
That's correct. And for high school juniors, the program will open for them this upcoming December.
Okay, great. Let's talk about these 6 steps. Build a college list, practice for the SAT, improve SAT scores, strengthen the college list, complete the FAFSA. I'm not exactly sure what the FAFSA is, although I've heard that, and then apply to colleges. So this is the program. Why these 6 steps?
Well, we heard from students and families truly across the country that they were confused and overwhelmed by the college application process. They wanted a guide or a roadmap that shared what to do and also when to do it. And so using data and research, we identified these 6 steps as being really crucial ones that students need to take to go to college. And ultimately, this program is designed to clarify the path to college and encourage all students to stay on it. And this month, we're just really encouraging students and families to complete that free application for federal student aid. This is that important financial aid form that's critical on a student's journey to college. It unlocks work study, grant, state and college scholarships. And so just incentivizing students to do it, we hope a financial incentive will help them complete that as early as possible.
I have heard, and I don't mean to go kind of sort of off topic here, but I've heard that a number of seniors who would be going to college have kind of put it off with the pandemic because they wouldn't be getting the true college experience with with colleges in lockdown, closed off, doing online education only. Is this a way kind of to get students and to get high school seniors to kind of get them back into the fold a little bit?
Yes, and also to just acknowledge that, things are completely different than what anyone ever thought it would be, whether students are virtual, whether they're in person. At the end of the day, if students decide to go to college, though, they're going to pay the same amount of money, whether they're virtual or in person. And so we just hope that whatever students decide to do, that they can do a couple important steps right now, so that in the spring, when they're making decisions, they have options. And what we found actually from the class of 2020, so the scholarship was open to them. We awarded nearly 4,000 scholarships to the students in the class of 2020 this year in the spring, and we noticed that when we just sent those scholarship checks to the schools, that the majority of students decided to go to college from our program. So the majority of students who won scholarships decided, hey, no matter if it's virtual or not, I still want to experience this.
Mm-hmm. One point I'd like to ask about is there a time limit on the scholarships to use them? Once you award them?
So once we award the scholarships, let's say, for example, to the students of class of 2021, they could use it next fall, so their freshman year, but they also have the option to defer a year. So, again, that's why I really want to encourage students to complete these steps and to become eligible for these scholarships, because it really is open and flexible no matter what a student decides to do. If they decide to go to college next fall, they can use a scholarship, and if they decide to wait a year and go the next year, they can still use this scholarship.
Let's talk about some dates and deadlines coming up. We've already mentioned them a little bit. Let's get them out again. Which ones? What deadlines are coming up? For
class of 2021, all of the scholarships except the first scholarship, Build Your College List, are open. And so I would encourage students to check out our program and to really see all of those scholarships available, especially the Complete the FAFSA step is open. So students should complete the free application for federal student aid as soon as possible to become eligible for that $1,000 scholarship. And just important to know that for the students in the class of 2022, this program will open for them this upcoming December.
There we go. And where can people and families and students go to find out more about this?
Well, for more information, visit the College Board Opportunity Scholarships website at cb.org/opportunity. That's CB for College Board. .org/opportunity.
Lacey Allen with the College Board Opportunity Scholarships, Associate Director. I thank you for a few minutes out. Best to you in New York City.
Thank you so much.
Lacey Allen is an Associate Director for the College Board Opportunity Scholarships. If you want to know more, go to opportunity.collegeboard.org. That's opportunity.collegeboard.org. And we caught up with Lacey Allen in New York City. On we go with Conversation Collage. Ken Johannesson here. Thank you for finding us on your favorite podcast platform. And if you can, we'd appreciate a rating or a comment, a like if you can do that. Tell your friends about us. And also you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Both have Conversation Collage Podcast as the title of those pages. And check our earlier episodes as well. We've got 41 that we have done here in the past, and dare I say all of them are great. I'm a little biased, though. Anyway, here we are. As we record this, it's the 30th of October of 2020. Halloween is tomorrow. Daylight saving time ends. and we're only, thankfully, a few days away from the election, and it will finally all be over. I noticed that people are very nervous and anxious this week. They're on edge. I think we're just waiting for the 3rd and the 4th to get over so we can get on with our life. And please, I pray to God, please, let's have no more campaigning for a while, okay? No more campaigning for at least 3 more years on the presidential level. Please. I know it'll fall on deaf ears, but hey, I can try. On we go. Let's talk about kidney disease. Nearly 500,000 people in the United States receive dialysis for kidney failure, which is a life-sustaining therapy that cleans the blood in the place of the kidney. But in addition to visiting their dialysis clinic several times a week for treatment, a lot of patients also have to go to the hospital. They require other procedures to ensure they can continue receiving the dialysis, and that means a hospital visit where dialysis patients are at a greater risk for infection like COVID-19. Well, there is a new study out and a new breakthrough that can mean fewer hospital visits for kidney patients. And to explain all of this, we talked with Dr. Robert Lookstein, who is professor of radiology and surgery and executive vice chairman of the Department of Diagnostic, Molecular, and Interventional Radiology for the Mount Sinai Health System. And we caught up with him in New York City. Dr. Lookstein, hello.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure here. Let's get into kidney disease and apparently some breakthroughs that is coming along here. I know, anyway, 2 people in my circle of friends who go to dialysis on a regular basis. Can you tell me what dialysis is? What does dialysis do for the kidneys?
Absolutely. So 500,000 Americans, unfortunately, have failing kidneys. The other term for that is end-stage renal disease. And currently in the United States, the only cure that we have for that condition is a kidney transplantation. And unfortunately, there's not enough organs to go around to meet the need of the American population. So those patients who cannot undergo a kidney transplantation, they need to undergo hemodialysis. A hemodialysis machine essentially functions like an artificial kidney, but outside the body. And so what patients undergo who have kidney failure is they will typically go to a dialysis center multiple times a week where an intravenous line is typically placed in their arm to access a site where a surgeon has sewn together 2 large blood vessels. And the artificial kidney machine essentially draws the blood out of a patient's body, filters it, removes all the toxins, and then transfuses it back into the patient, again, cleaned of any toxins that would have been there, keeping the patients healthy, keeping them alive, and again, obviously, keeping them fit as a fiddle. So this is a process where a patient really has to be in the dialysis center multiple times a day, multiple times a week. It really becomes their lifeline.
Right. It sounds like, and this a dialysis process goes on for several hours, does it not?
That's correct. It's typically up to 4 hours a session.
Oh, man, that's that really kind of takes over a patient's life. It's got to be pretty miserable for a patient, I would think.
I think that one of the most important things is gaining that structure to their life where you have a certain level of certainty so that you can feel healthy, get adequate dialysis, and then feel that you can structure the other parts of your week while you're feeling good to be able to do things that obviously bring you joy, such as spending time with your family. Unfortunately, one of the pitfalls of hemodialysis is, again, that surgical blood vessel that was created that allows a patient to be attached to the hemodialysis machine. It can become blocked or dysfunctional, which is typically not predicted. It's an unpredicted event in the life of a patient on dialysis. When they're notified of this, typically they need to go to the hospital or go to a surgical center and undergo a minimally invasive procedure to repair the blockage and allow them to go back and get adequate dialysis to, again, keep them healthy and remove all the toxins from their bloodstream.